Welcome back, YouTube. So, if you're like me, you've often wondered what was the interest that Elon had with Dogecoin, and where exactly was he headed with it? We know that he believes that it's like the people's currency, and as far as for it being ironic that it would take over the cryptocurrency sector, as far as for it being the currency of the internet. But I also wondered why was there such an interest, and what exactly was his approach going to be as far as for moving forward? And he's done two things recently that kind of gave me an idea of the direction he's going to go and what I believe ultimately may be his plan. The first thing that he did was announce that he's first going to accept Dogecoin for Tesla merch before he integrates it with the cars. In my opinion, I believe that is the best direction to go anyway, because most people can't afford Teslas, whether that's in dollars, Dogecoin, pesos, whatever the case may be. They cannot afford a Tesla anyway. So while it makes for great headlines and YouTube thumbnails, like, yeah, we're going to buy Tesla cars and stuff like that. Most people, if they could, they probably already would be driving Teslas to begin with. So the merch is something that everybody mostly can't afford. Most people can't afford the shirts or coffee mugs and stuff like that. And that's going to be a way to pretty much remove some of the, especially with the Dogecoin community, there's a little over 4 million people that hold Dogecoin, so that if most people participate, they can remove a lot of the Dogecoin from the sector and kind of just pretty much transfer it off market, thus increasing the value of the remaining Dogecoin. And Elon has already said on record that he may pump, but he doesn't dump. And I just believe from a financial side as well that it wouldn't make sense for him to dump the Dogecoin that he would have financially, because then he would just incur losses. So I believe that he'll treat it similar to what he's doing with Tesla stock and some of the options that he's had over the long term. Another thing that he said recently is that Dogecoin is better to buy things with than Bitcoin, which is a fact, just more so just because of the expenses. But when you take the angle that he's pushing this as far as for being the currency of the internet, because I made a video a while back saying that there's going to be several current crypto coins that are going to survive this boom of cryptocurrencies that we're seeing. Most of the cryptocurrencies that we see now that are emerging, they're not going to be here in 10 years. So as far as for the crypto market evolving and all their different cryptocurrencies settling into their niche, only the strong are going to survive. And what Elon is doing is similar to what the Dogecoin community is looking to do, which is find that niche and make sure that Dogecoin is pretty much the remaining king of the internet currency as far as making those transactional values and having it be cheaper than Bitcoin and Ethereum. They can still exist and have their niches, but I use the analogy of having different credit cards. Yes, they all do similar things, but they're different. They have differences, and they have certain department stores that accept certain ones based off of the fees that being lower. So down here, like around Atlanta and in the South, we have things like Costco and Sam's Club, which ultimately usually prefer Visa cards because they have lower transactional fees than like American Express or MasterCard. That doesn't say that MasterCard and American Express can't exist. There's these little niche departments that they can exclusively be used and save members of those clubs money just because of their lower transactional fees. And I think that when you have these different coins and they settle into their niches, that's what is going to determine which ones are going to survive and which ones are going to function in certain places. And ultimately, that's what we're looking for as far as to have Dogecoin expand against multiple industries so that we can develop that niche for the community. I believe that Elon's angle is to do just that and have Tesla as well as himself be like the spearhead of this movement. And ultimately speaking, if he's one of the first people to adapt Dogecoin and not just necessarily buy into the coin to just create make himself a whale and create these pump and dumps so that people can sell from underneath him, but actually do it through e-commerce and through business and have people trade in the coin and he accumulate his whale position that way. It would give him a lot of tax benefits, and also when the amount of coin is Dogecoin is expanded through the markets, and the amount of coin that's removed through the markets, if institutions like a Tesla or an AMC held onto their Dogecoin, they're going to reap the same benefits that we do through the appreciation of the coin by the overall coin count on the market going down. So I think that long term, this is a great play for him. And I do believe that long term, Tesla, will, as far as for the cars, will accept Dogecoin. And I do believe that Tesla is going to expand in different markets. So I think that we're going to have cheaper options, and we're going to have more options where people are going to be driving more Teslas. I think that more Teslas are going to be on the road. So I think that long term, he's putting himself in a relationship with Dogecoin and the community as far as for spearheading it into different sectors. That's going to create a lot of benefits for the community and ultimately for Tesla and Elon as well, because Who knows how many coins he has now, but if he's accumulating more through e-commerce, you can best believe he's going to reap the same benefits as the people that are holding Dogecoin at these current prices. This is literally a way of him not necessarily being, because I believe that Elon has enough targets on his back. We've seen the Senator Karen stuff that he's made, and people are coming after him saying that he doesn't pay enough taxes and he manipulates the market. I believe that this is a hands-off way kind of that he can have his feet in the crypto market and necessarily have like an Elon coin, but without necessarily creating one. It was more so like the people have chosen him, and it's kind of like a mutual partnership where both communities can benefit from it. And I think that ultimately that's going to be a huge factor as far as moving forward in the community, and as far as for the revenue generated by Tesla and the relationships that's going to be built with different businesses going forward. Another point is Elon has a historical record of just winning when it comes down to, you can look at PayPal or the fact that he took short sellers for a ride in roughly like 2019 and 2020, where they lost around $40 billion betting that Tesla was overhyped and that it was going to lose out to more experienced car companies like Ford and GM, and that Tesla was overhyped and that it was going to crash and burn. And so they shorted it. And that year he lost, the short sellers lost over $40 billion, more than Amazon and Apple combined. I just wanted to make sure that I put this out there because I do believe that Elon is going to use Dogecoin to be the spearhead of the Tesla movement going forward as far as for which digital currency that is going to accept. He's already making the case against Bitcoin. And I'm noticing that he's not necessarily going on like a Dogecoin press run, but I notice the things that he's doing them within a short time frame together. And I'm not the one for conspiracy theories or anything, but I'm just looking at the facts. And I see that when people are trying to push him toward other coins, he's resisting and coming back saying that, okay, well, because of these reasons, this coin is better. So I believe that his plan involves spearheading Tesla and Dogecoin into mainstream. And also the side benefit of that is he gets to have his own coin inside of the market without necessarily it being the Elon coin, but he'll kind of be like what he is now, which is the ambassador, and he gets to have his feet wet in the market. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Tesla NFT or something soon. Let me know your thoughts as far as for Elon's plan going forward with Dogecoin. I'd love to hear it. We can talk about it in the comment section. I'll provide updates with this as we move forward and as we get closer to those release dates as far as for being able to purchase the Tesla merch with Dogecoin. If you'd like to hear more from me, you can always subscribe. We welcome you to the family. You can always change your mind and unsubscribe later. We welcome you. Also, if you found any value, please consider liking the video so YouTube can share it with new people, and we can not only grow in numbers, but we can grow in knowledge together. And don't forget about BlockFi. If you open an account with them, you can get up to $250 in some of your favorite coins, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And until next time.